The rain tapped a soft, steady rhythm against the wide bakery window, like fingers drumming on a table during a long wait. Inside Sweet Haven Bakery on Maple Street, the air smelled of vanilla, brown butter, and a hint of cinnamon that clung to everything. Emily Harper wiped her hands on the flour-dusted apron tied over her cream blouse and smiled at the little family standing just inside the door. The man, tall, dark-haired, soup-damp at the shoulders, held a toddler on his hip. The child's pink dress was spotted with raindrops, her blonde pigtails frizzing at the ends. She stared at the cupcake Emily held out, eyes round as saucers, one tiny finger pointing. That one, the girl whispered, voice awed, as if the cupcake were a firework. Emily laughed, low and warm. It's yours, sweetheart. Happy birthday. The man shifted the child higher. Grace, say thank you. Thank you, Grace lisped, clutching the cupcake like contraband. Emily's gaze flicked to the man. You're soaked. Let me grab a towel. He shook his head, water flicking from his hair. We're fine. Just running late. His voice carried the clipped edge of someone used to boardrooms, not bakeries. My wife's flight got delayed in Chicago. I promised Grace a birthday treat before the party. Didn't count on the storm. Emily noticed the way Grace leaned into him, trusting, the way his hand cupped the back of her head like it was the most natural thing in the world. Something in her chest twisted. Soft, unexpected. She turned to the display case. Let me box a few more. On the house. For the party. You don't have to. I want to. She was already moving, selecting the chocolate ones with the tiny gold stars Grace had pointed at earlier. Kids remember the little things. He watched her work. You always this generous with strangers. Only the ones who look like they need it. She met his eyes. Storm gray, tired. Rough week. He exhaled through his nose. You could say that. Merger talks. Babysitter bailed. Wife's stuck overnight. A humorless smile. I'm Ryan, by the way. Ryan Caldwell. Emily. She slid the pink box across the counter. Welcome to my chaos. Grace wiggled down, cupcake abandoned on the counter, and toddled to the glass case. She pressed her nose against it, leaving a smudge. Daddy, look. The brown one has a face. Ryan crouched beside her. That's a bear, baby. See the ears. Emily knelt too, pointing. Made him this morning. He's shy, but he likes birthdays. Grace giggled, the sound bright as bells. Ryan's shoulders loosened, just a fraction. Outside, thunder rumbled. The lights flickered. Emily stood. Power might go. You should head out before the roads flood. Ryan glanced at the window, then at his daughter, then at Emily. We're 10 minutes from home. If we leave now. A crack of lightning. The bakery plunged into darkness. Grace whimpered. Emily was already moving, pulling battery candles from under the counter, lighting them one by one. Golden light pooled across the wooden floor. We're okay, she said softly. Just a little adventure. Ryan lifted Grace again. She buried her face in his neck. Daddy, I don't like the dark. Shish. Look. He pointed to the candles. Emily's got magic. Emily smiled, but her hands shook slightly as she lit the last one. She hated storms. Always had. Her grandmother used to say thunder was the sky arguing with itself. Emily just heard endings. Ryan noticed. You okay? Fine. She busied herself with the register, useless now. Generator kicks in soon. Usually. Minutes stretched. Rain hammered. Grace fell asleep against Ryan's shoulder, cupcake frosting smeared on her cheek like war paint. He rocked her gently, humming something low and off-key. Emily leaned against the counter. You're good with her. She makes it easy. He looked down at the sleeping child. Most days. Most days, Emily echoed. She hesitated. My dad left when I was 4. Storm like this. Never came back for his coat. She laughed, but it sounded hollow. Stupid thing to remember. Ryan's eyes softened. Not stupid. The generator hummed to life. Lights flickered on, harsh after the candle glow. Grace stirred but didn't wake. Emily boxed the bare cupcake separately. For later. When she's not sugar crashing. Ryan took it, fingers brushing hers. Thank you. Really? She shrugged. It's just cake. It's not. He adjusted Grace, pulled out his wallet. How much? Already taken care of. She nodded toward the door. Go. Before she wakes up cranky. He paused at the threshold, rain still sheeting down. Emily. Yeah, if the merger doesn't kill me, maybe I'll bring her back. For the bear's friend. She smiled, small and real. I'll start baking. The door chimed as they left. Emily watched them disappear into the gray, Ryan's suit darker now, Grace's pink dress a splash of color against the storm. She turned back to the counter, touched the smudge Grace had left on the glass. Her finger traced it absently. Outside, the rain kept falling. Inside, the bakery smelled like vanilla and second chances.